Hello, freaks, geeks, nerds, and basement dwellers. Welcome to the Nerd Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Scruffy Tales. And we are going to take a look at that 1 minute, 60 seconds that changed Darth Vader forever. And of course, the original introduction of Darth Vader was dark and it was imposing and he's scary, but he didn't really take part in the fight here on in the first movie, in the introduction to the Empire and everything. But he shows up and we understand right away that he is menacing, right? But the sheer power of this character never really truly came to life in the original trilogy, and it would take decades until we actually saw the raw power of Darth Vader. And I mean, that is, of course, the final moments of Rogue One when Darth Vader shows up in the corridor trying to reach the Death Star plans being handed over to the Tantive 4. And I mean, this is just a masterclass uh, in showing who Darth Vader is. And it changed the character forever. I mean, previously we had seen him in these stilted sword fight scenes, pushing things around ever so slightly. But here he's just a brutal menace, just cutting his way through everything in his path. Nothing touches him. He parries every blaster bolt aimed at him. He pushes people aside in the middle of combat, disarms them. Take a look. He disarms them and just cuts them down. And he is just a savage. And we had not seen Darth Vader, uh, this brutal before on screen. I mean, it's just horrific seeing this guy just cutting them down with such ease and such efficiency. And of course, that brutality led to us getting a much more visceral, high intensity fight in the Obi-Wan series, where we once again saw the power of Darth Vader, a bit exaggerated when he's splitting the ground apart and throwing entire mountains down on Obi-Wan. But in the sword fighting, the movements and everything, we once again see how Darth Vader is this just beast on the battlefield. And it's all thanks to the corridor scene in Rogue One, I feel. Without that scene, we would probably not have gotten this uh, kind of fight that we saw in Obi-Wan. It unlocked the way we viewed Darth Vader and his presence on a battlefield. So yeah, we had seen Darth Vader, using his powers, and we saw how skilled he was with the lightsaber in The Empire Strikes Back and so on. But it wasn't on the same level as in Rogue One when he just cut down everything in his path. We could have seen it in Episode 4. But they didn't give us a chance. Or maybe when in The Empire Strikes Back, when they're attacking Hoth, they could have had a scene like it, but they didn't. They just decided to show us the moments, key moments when he was fighting Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker, and so on. But in Rogue One, we finally got to see Darth Vader going up against enemies of the Empire, and he was ruthless, and there was nothing you could do to stop him. And I mean, like it was just this, all of a sudden we realized why Darth Vader was such a massive threat to the rebellion, and just how powerful he was as an individual warrior on the battlefield. Anyway, that's it for this time around. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye.